Let's see when the marshals give the green flag for the team from Florence. Dario is the first driver here.
Yeah, Christian, they were extremely loud yesterday. A lot of bangs there, not just when shifting. At least here at the start, it doesn't seem to be the same.
No, it sounds good. It sounds very smooth. All the gears seems to go in as they're supposed to. Up the hill.
Yeah, Florence now pushing to get their first laps finished. 4 cars on track right now, Christian. A bunch of them already went for the autocross or did the autocross run. Yeah, yesterday. I said earlier that we have 47 teams qualified for endurance today, and this is already in the running order number 18, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
There have been a couple cars that unfortunately didn't make it to the start so far, at least.
Yeah, a couple of cars where we weren't really sure. Also some of the Czech teams, eForce, Prague, we haven't seen, or Ignition Hamburg, we mentioned earlier. They are focusing on getting prepared also for the Austria event, which is next. So they didn't really, were able to get it running here, and this is how we got to position 18 actually, without any DNF so far.
Yeah, it seems like all the teams that are confident that they can participate in the endurance are reliable.
Yeah, maybe one team that stood out a little bit, we haven't caught up with them yet, is Ljubljana. They had yesterday a big technical failure, losing one tire, which actually ended up in the pond, and we see a car standing still on the uphill section.
Yeah, that's University of Navarra. They just passed Magdeburg. Magdeburg now going ahead, of course, again, but it seems like they can get going. Of course, always tough on that uphill section. We see surprisingly a lot of cars getting to the stop there. Also have in the history of this event. I mentioned it yesterday already. I mean, it's always this one section that you cannot really practice. Like, you can prepare all you want, but for that uphill section, that you don't really have, or on your test track at home. You just can't really practice for it. It's tough for the drivers. It's tough on the car especially as well. Going downhill, the loads are different. And I hear a lot of bangs actually again on the C95 from Florence. They're still going. I mean, it wasn't an issue for them yesterday, it seems like. They just continued all 4 of their autocross runs with that. Yellow flags on track. The first DNF of the day, unfortunately.
Oh man.
For E2, E14, University of Navarra. It wasn't too long to go until the finish of the endurance. C95.
Yeah, it looks like we have a...
And E20, of course.
Have a combustion car fight on our hands.
For C26 up the hill. Oh my god!
Ah, this looks like the front wing also damaged.
This is, that front wing is off, Christian. Yeah, we saw it in the corner before already. The car was struggling with really tight corners here, and in the hairpin up the hill that we've actually seen a lot of cars struggling with. Most of them got to a stop before the tire barrier though. Luckily it's a very slow pace.
The corner?
It's definitely not C95, they just passed us. Still going strong, still going steady.
So the car is getting pushed, so maybe it just stopped. The drone is now flying over.
Really unfortunate for them, of course. Car C95 from Florence coming from their driver change. Nicolo now taking over the wheel. But it seems like they're also waiting for car C21 to get past the finish line.
Yeah, timing here, they've proven.
Yeah, nobody got stuck behind anybody for longer than they really needed to.
Yeah, like no unreasonable blocking happened.
And Florence is back up the hill, looking good right out of the gate. One cone there on the left. Of course, the driver has to get used to this track as well. There is a driver's or track walk in the morning, of course, where all the drivers can have a look at the track. Some bring measurement devices as well to check the track, get the GPS on. And yeah, and they are also followed by the next combustion car. Making their way now back to the end of their first lap. It looks very consistent, no issues here. I mean, we see that earlier, for example, with Theo Liberec, that had a really consistent first half of their endurance and then started to struggle in their second half a little bit. Florence coming out of the gate just as they finished before, maybe even quicker here. Driver looking very consistent. I think the car is off, Christian.
Yeah,
he's trying to restart it.
Yeah, especially tricky on the uphill section. Even if he restarts, just get the car going in on the uphill. It's extremely difficult, also for combustion. As you see, the car is slightly rolling back.
Yeah, it's not just the rear wing, Christian. It's also the front wing without end plates.
They have kind of an end plate, but yeah, it's a mix between end plate and the wing continuing to the outside.
But it seems like the package is working quite nicely for them. We love to see different approaches. This is also what the Formula Student rulebook allows, of course.
Yeah.
Gives a lot of freedom. I would say especially for combustion cars, where you have the choice of various different engines that, you know, give you benefits in various disciplines.
Yeah.
And therefore a lot of design freedom.
You have the choice of different engines, definitely. 1-cylinder, 4-cylinder, whatever you can think of. Basically limited by displacement and air flow. But you can also add a hybrid system to it, which I think we will see a little bit later today.
Yeah. Yeah, there will be the last combustion car, BME Motorsport. They were the fastest yesterday by quite some margin. So they will start with around a lot of electric cars later on. So we will definitely be able to hear them.
Yeah, totally agree. I mean, they have probably one of the most complex cars here, and definitely one of the most complex cars in the combustion category, adding electrical hybrid system to their combustion engine or to their combustion drivetrain.
Guys, please.
But yeah, C95 going strong here, getting more and more up to pace, it looks like.
Yeah, Christian, I think Brasov is currently the fastest car on track. They're catching up a little bit to them. C95, though, getting the last lap sign now. And I'm sure they can stay ahead of C11 for their last lap. One more kilometer for them until they finish endurance. Hitting off another cone here. Driver really pushing it. 5th competition year for electric cars as well.
Yes, over there, where you can see those drivers going over the fence down, there is a